Hi everyone. I've just come back from 4 weeks overseas. Still pretty jet lagged, got a bit of a cold, but I thought I'd make a video in what I actually took with me, and then go as far as makeup goes, and then go through and work out what I actually used, what I did, with the idea of thinking for next time what I should take and what I should. A lot of it's Project Pan stuff, but then I did leave some Project Pan stuff behind in Australia as well. Some of it I used, some of it I didn't. So I'm just going to quickly run through and see what I used and what I didn't. So the first thing is this makeup primer. This is a David Jones one that came in one of their bags. I thought I might have used this once, but then I opened it to have a look and went, I don't remember that nozzle. So I'm thinking I probably didn't use that one at all. That's not a Project Pan item. But I took it because I thought the shape of the packaging was a good one for space saving. These guys were from a holiday set from MAC. These aren't in my Project Pan. I've got a big one that I'm getting pretty close to using up in my Project Pan. But I thought, why take one big one when I can take 4 little ones and get, 4 times the colour for twice the amount of room. Pretty sure I didn't use either of the darker two. May have used one of them, but I don't think I did. But I know I used this one at least once, and I used this one at least, actually I might use that one twice. I used that one at least once, and then reapplied it once, one of the later start days. It's a little sample of Gimme Brow. Don't even think it's my colour, but I thought I'd take it. I think I used it once. Prep and Prime Lip. I think I used about twice, maybe 3, 4 times. This stuff disappears quick. Every time I use it I go, that put another bit of a dent in it. So I probably only ever actually used this maybe 15, 20 times. It goes, it's really soft. Small head, goes quick. Okay. This sample pressed powder foundation from MAC. I think I used that twice. Once or twice. You can see there's a bit of a disruption to the, probably can't, but there's a bit of a disruption to the pattern, the press pattern on the pad. Did use it a couple of times. My foundations I took with these two. So this one is a Cashmere Finish, which is matte, and was in my Project Pan at the beginning of the year, and then I realised I didn't like it very much by itself. It's a little bit too thick and sort of sat on my skin, and I think a little bit too dark. So when I use it, I tend to mix it with the Tinted Moisturiser, which is also an Avon one. I think I've probably used this one by itself 2 or 3 times, and I used the 2 of them together 2, 3, maybe 4 times. I was actually mixing them on the top of my blush, which I took with me. I very nearly didn't take the whole bulky packaging, but I wasn't quite sure what else to do with it, particularly as this is now broken. But I ended up mixing the foundations on there, so it actually came in useful. So yes, I did use both of those. The Tinted Moisturiser more than the Cashmere, because it was fairly warm, and there's a few nights where I was just putting on makeup fairly quickly, because we'd get in and then we'd have to go out to tea. The blush I used pretty much every time I wore makeup. Sometimes with other stuff, this one's fairly neutral. It's not very bold, so I tended to mix it with other things. So I wear it over other things quite a bit, or under other things. I'm probably about a quarter of the way done with this now. This is a project pan item. Originally I was hoping to get it all done by the end of the year. At this stage I'm thinking that I can probably get it half done. There's a couple of dots, I don't know. There's a little dot there, a little dot there that you can feel. So if I line up the pan, I'm hoping that I can get half of the pan cleared. I'll be pretty happy with that. So yeah, probably use that maybe 6 or 7 or maybe 8 times. What else? This lip balm, I think I used a couple of times. It kind of ended up with some other stuff and I kind of forgot about it. But I did also take this lip balm, which is so close to being done. Well, not so close, but should be done by the end of the year, hopefully, as long as I remember to use it. What have I got? I've got that little primary skin basey thing from MAC. I can't remember whether I use it or not. Might have done once. Super Shock eyeliner in Plumful from Avon. I used a couple of times. Probably would have used it more, but it is very old and very dry, so I tend to need to put something with it to get it to work properly. So I had a couple of little thingies of Fix Plus with me. So that was mainly what I was rehydrating it with. I just want to get this done and get it out. Hoping I can do that by the end of the year because this is in my project pan. It's True Colour, I think it was a Silky Mousse eyeshadow. I'm pretty sure I used it at least once. I really want to get this one done by the end of the year as well. Again, it's old, fairly dry. It's a project pan item. Probably use these two guys more. A couple of eyeshadow pencils. Purple is Amethyst, brown is Pebble. I know I sharpened these when I was away, so probably use them 3 or 4 times each maybe. I tend to use that one as a bit of a base under purples, that one as a bit of a base under browns. Shine lipstick in Gentle Simmer. I know I use this at least once. And I've also used it this morning. It's pretty much the only makeup I've got on. Is in my project pan, hoping to get it done by the end of the year because it's all gross and I just want to get it done. I'm that close now. I just want to use it up. Mascaras. I don't know why I took 3. I hardly ever use mascara. I think that one's pretty close to being dry. I think I probably took that as a backup. And this is actually the one that was in my project pan that I was hoping to use. I can't remember if I used either of those. I think I used that one once. This is a Velvet Lip Glide. Little sample one from NARS. Wore it once, thinking it would be sort of my lips but better with just a little bit of colour but fairly neutral. Realised it was actually very neutral and hardly showed up. So I wore it a second time during a day. Baron's Rose Lipstick from MAC. I reckon I used about twice. And I took this one over the one that I'm really trying to pan because I thought it gave me a bit different colour. Because the other one's more red and I had a couple of other reds where this one's a bit darker and a bit purplier. so it gave me something a little bit different. This blushette from MAC, from the Surf Baby collection. I did use this one a couple of times, probably 4 or 5 times. I tended to wear it under other things, so I'd wear this with the tinted moisturiser, and then if I'd have time, quite often I put the other one over the top, because this one is fairly sort of, doesn't show up all that well. It's an orange, but it's very sheer orangey type colour. This quad from MAC I use quite a bit. Still trying to get pattern on this guy. These 3 aren't too bad, formula wise. This guy's really stiff and it's really bugging me. I just want to get some pattern, then I think I'll probably repress it. See if I can't get it to work better. I tried putting glycerin or Duraline or something on it to try and soften it up, but I think I actually need to break it up and repress it with some Duraline or something added. I must be so close to hitting pan. Probably used it when I was away 4 or 5 times. NYX palette was brand new when I took it. I think I used it twice, maybe 3 times. If you look carefully, you can see that there is very powdery, this palette. Marks on most of them, but nothing major. It was hard picking what I was going to take. I kept changing my mind backwards and forwards. But I mean, for a palette that's got some colour, some cheek stuff, this is what I ended up taking as my colour. The jewel shades are really quite pretty. And I took a couple of other things that I could sort of use them with. So I guess I'm kind of glad I took it, even though it's not my favourite. Took these 4. From MAC. When I looked closely, it looked like I used 2 of them. And I know one of them I used a couple of times, the other one I probably used once. 2 I didn't use at all. Pardon me. Snapdragon, I know I used at least once. And I think I put it on a second time. This brown Avon eyeshadow, I think I probably used twice, a couple of times, just for very basic. Probably with the Pebble as the main lid colour, and this for a bit of definition. Okay. Thinking I probably only took 1 shrew cream. I probably found another one while I was mucking around and put it in. Hardly used it. Don't think I used it at all. Lip pencil I think I used once. Maybe twice. Eyeliner. Yeah. A11, again fairly old and fairly dry. Probably used maybe twice. Lip balm. Don't know. Think I used once. This is a little lipstick sample, Clinique one. Fairly sheer. It says something about Rouge Intense, so I thought it was going to be bright, but it ended up being fairly sheer. I think I used that twice. And that's probably took that I actually used. I know I had some little samples of MAC Studio Fix, which I think I used once. I don't reckon I used this particular little one. I don't think I used that. I don't remember using the lip scrub, but you tend to need to use it with water. It's a bit scratchy otherwise, like it doesn't really move like you'd expect a potted one. Eyebrow pencil, I don't think I used. Maybe used once. Kohl eyeliner. I think I used a tiny little bit once to definition. And that's pretty much all I've got in there. The other thing I took was my Tarte, the Graveyard Girl palette. I probably used that twice, maybe 3 times. Yeah, so as always, I took more than I needed to. I probably could have got away with a lot less. I think I need to cut down on the amount of lipsticks. I think I got to the point, particularly with the 4 little mini MAC ones where they're all fairly similar colours. I couldn't decide, so I just chucked them all in because, you know, they're little and they don't weigh much. Alrighty, so hopefully I can do an update on my A to Z project pan shortly and get that up, and it will be interesting to see where that sits now, considering there's some stuff that I didn't use at all and some stuff that I took away and used a bit, so we'll see. Alrighty guys, thanks, bye.